Hi, how are you doing today? We are going to be doing our project on how does Twitter impact African American college age student suicide. I am Kendra McKinnon.
I'm Marlise Henderson.
Hazel Williams.
I'm Terry Cherry.
I'm Austin Jones.
Eric St. Hill.
Introduction of conversation. Suicide is an issue that has always been prevalent in African American college age students, but has only recently gained the acknowledgement it deserves. The rapper Logic performed a tribute song to suicide at the 2017 Video Music Award, shedding light to the ongoing issue. The suicide hotline called tripled shortly after his performance. Suicide takes place in various settings, even ones very close to us. Hezekiah McCoy, who was a student here at North Carolina Central University, was found hanging in his dorm by his roommate. The cause of his death was ruled as a suicide. The purpose of our research is to identify and summarize how the Twitter contributes to the increase or decrease of African American college age students' suicide.
Literature review. In 2017, the 10th most retweeted post on Twitter was a poll on spreading awareness about the suicide hotline. The poll itself reached over 1 million votes. The post talked about, it asked the question, will you take the time to retweet and possibly save one life? Even though 33% of the people who voted said no, the fact that they retweeted and voted on the poll itself helped the tweet gain some type of exposure. These are two of the biggest hashtags on suicide and depression. The hashtag suicide prevention gains over 116,000 exposure retweets every hour. The hashtag depression gets exposure of 345,000 every hour.
Research questions. One of our research questions include, do African American college age students see posts, messages, and or images of suicide on Twitter? The other question that we asked is, do African American college age students feel posts, messages, and or images on Twitter related to suicide impact them negatively and positively? Negatively meaning seeing something that triggers them and wanting to commit the act, where positively is them seeing something that might trigger them, but taking the responsibility upon themselves and going to somebody to help themselves.